Hello, welcome to my video. So this is going to be my reading for the collective for the week coming up. It is from the 8th to the 14th, but I'm going to do one reading for the full moon that's going to be coming up on the 12th on Friday, next Friday. So I'll do one closer to that date. The main thing, the planets that are changing signs, which is the 12th, which I'll add with that with the full moon, is Venus moving into Leo, which is going to be about passion. Venus is love, it's romance, and in Leo, it's going to be about bringing your creativity, sparking up romance, love. Also, it could be about greed with money coming up as well. But also, what I feel like we're at a very exciting time in the universe at the moment with everything that's going on. With governments changing, crumbling around the world, with the Pluto in Capricorn. So these last degrees with Pluto in Capricorn, we're going to see more of this happening with our governments around the world. So I've started doing I've got to get it all put together for my video for Europe. But even now, I'm seeing big things happening in France in terms of their government too. But I want to try and get more information on that before I do more on it, but I just have a feeling there's going to be more things coming up with our governments around the world. This week ahead, I do feel like there's going to be more issues with war coming up, as we're seeing with that the conjunction I spoke about in my last video. That's, come by the 8th, the Mars is sort of off that, but we're still going to have the node and Uranus still together. So by end of next week, there might be a bit more break away from that energy. But as we've seen this last week, there's been so many events that have coming in. Not only in your own life, you would have had something come on about around the world. And I remember I did say in my last video about China starting to steer the wheel of the ship. And now they're going to be doing war games currently because of that lady of America visiting Taiwan. So I think I have a feeling there's more stuff coming up with that this week. I just see, and I feel like it's going to be involving America, China. I feel like a lot of conflict is going to be coming up this week with that. I also feel like it's going to be, it's a week where we're going to have to really self-reflect, and we're going to have to heal wounds. Even for myself, that conjunction was transiting over my Chiron. So I've had to do a bit of reflection and also take notice of how far I've even come in my own life too. So way before, when I was very younger, I'm actually quite an introverted, shy person. And now to have the courage to make these videos, to even talk to you all, to collective, put myself out there, it's really, I've grown so much to be able to do this, because if you had met me years ago, you probably wouldn't think that I would be doing this right now. So, it is this week coming up. I do feel like, and the week that's gone by, there has been a lot of reflection and things heating up, unexpected issues, and these energies are still going to be there. I feel like there's going to be some sort of financial downslide too again this week. It's an unstable world. But I also feel like this is a week. So this week is about feeling proud. So proud of ourselves, of how far you've become. So it is about that reflecting this week by, realizing that you are all on this journey. As I say, we're a spiritual being living a human existence. So we all have grown so much through our lives to get to this point where we are now. It's about also celebrating the wins that we all have. Even myself, I was blessed this week to reach over 600 subscribers to my channel, which I'm very excited and very happy about, and then work on building the next 100. I get very excited when I get more subscribers to try and get up to that magic number that I need to be able to progress in YouTube. So I'm very blessed and very pleased that I've been able to, reach out to so many people, and they've decided to subscribe to my channel. This also could bring up emotions. So I feel like an emotional cry out. I feel like there's going to be a line of boundaries, the setting up boundaries, lines drawn. There's something, I keep on hearing something's not fair. So I feel like there's going to be an element here of perhaps even justice that could be coming up with this, because I just kept on getting that something is not fair, needing things to be in a level balanced. But where we are now, we're in Leo season, so it is about being creative. And also we're looking at the Venus in Cancer, so it's about nurturing Virgo. So it's a Virgo can be like a very nurturing sign. They are good at caseworkers, and nurses is a good aspect for being a nurse. So it is about getting things in order, doing things a certain way. And then we've got the other planets doing their bits of unexpected. Mars in Taurus is bringing out a long drawn out process that's happening. What else have I got? I've got here, don't lose sight of the prize. So you can't lose sight of what you're trying to achieve in this lifetime, or what you're trying to have in this goal. And no matter who you are, you'll all have a goal, something you're all trying to achieve. A person who says they don't is lying, because whether it be you want more money, you want more security, whatever you're wanting more, in a way, that's your goal, that's what you're trying to work off. So it's about not being distracted, not losing focus of that, and keeping your eye on the prize of what you're wanting. I also feel like this week it's important to do what makes you happy. Okay, what's going to fulfill you? What's going to make you happy? What are you emotionally going to need at the moment, with the aspects that we've got coming up this week with the moon, coming up with the sun, and the other planets? There's a lot of squaring that's been going on, so I feel communication can be miscommunicated this week too. There's also, because I feel like there's going to be conflict coming up with the lines drawn, the boundaries need to be set, and even our governments, there needs to be boundaries, border issues coming up here. I also feel like it's time to heal old wounds from the past, and don't be oversensitive. I feel like this is a week to not be sensitive. Try not to be sensitive this week. It's not a week it's try and keep your emotions in check, which I feel like it's going to be a bit hard for some people to do that coming up in the week ahead. I feel like let's do some cards and see where we're going here with the cards. And I feel like it's a week to not be lazy. It's a week we need to be getting things done. We're coming into a very unique part of the year. I do feel like there's going to be some big shocks coming up throughout this year, rest of the year. Let's have a look here. I might even have to do a separate video for the World Economic Forum and that Okay, let's have a look here. But I feel like people need to stand strong, because I feel like also you need to stand up for what you believe in. So, and this is the thing. If you guys don't stand up for what you think is right, who will stand up for you? And that's a lesson that comes up in everyone. You know, in work situations, people have complained and I've been on the same page, and I tend to be the one who speaks up, who has no one backing me up. Happens a lot to me. Happens a lot. But, you know, at least I stand up, and at least I have the courage to go and say to what I think. And sometimes it has paid off for me. Sometimes I have spoken up, important in a situation where I've had to speak up, and we got an extra day off work. So sometimes it does pay off. But if you don't try, you will never know. That's the thing. Okay. Alright, there's a lot of stuff coming up this week in the cards that it is like we are all preparing for something. We all feel something is going down. Maybe in the world, but in our lives, we all are preparing. We're standing on guard. We're waiting patiently to sort of see what's going to happen with this. There's some sort of contracts coming up, whether it be a signing of contract. This could be like house moves or financial, or when the world might be something coming up with laws being passed, legislation. There's something about signing of contract, and it's about being that patient and seeing how things are going to progress and overturn. I feel like the media is really trying to blow up things this week in something that's minute, but they're trying to make everything that's very one-sided. And I feel like they're going to try and make it typical. But yeah, there's a lot of conflict I've got here in the cards too. Like I'm getting a lot of war, conflict here. Like there's a bit of sadness. This contract I feel like is linked with this card. So I feel like the contract is not going to be, it might not be as positive. It might be a clause 22, like some trap or a clause. There's something going on. So I just feel like be careful in what you're reading. This is a team effort. Like people need to work together. But there's also an aspect of money being hidden or counting our pennies, being ready, preparing for something too that's coming up, and looking for knowledge. Perhaps like meditation could be a key, some sort of time out coming up with this. But I feel like things like this week is moving at a fast pace. But there is some sort of success here. There's a treasure here, hidden treasure, success that's coming in for this. And it's not without help. It's a helping hand. Team action. But there needs to be a clear leader to what's coming in here. And planting the seeds. Planting the seeds if worried. But I feel like there needs to be a clear... I just can't get away from the boundary thing. Like there needs to be clear boundaries, need to be set. There's going to be a lot of push and shove. There's this week, people are not going to know where they stand in relationships. Feel like things are complicating and getting more complicated as things come up here. There's there could be an aspect of wanting to take my money and run. As well with this, and I just feel like we need to take care. We need to look at details. We need to, with this contract coming up, you need to read the fine print. You need to look at details, because otherwise I feel like there could be like being screwed over or issues coming up with that too. But I just feel like, yeah, don't lose sight of the prize, or how you say it. I think that makes sense. But it's also a week where we need to stay patient and grounded. So these are issues that are coming in, but I can't help figure that we can't do it alone, that we need a team around us this week, and we need support. And there is support there out there for all of us to come up with that. Okay. All right, I'm going to do a channel and then I'll do the 4 cards to see for this week, to see how it's going to go. Let's see. Everyone is this week be standing strong, standing on solid ground, knowing what they stand for, knowing what they believe. For the beliefs in that you have will be tested this week, and judgments will be made on you. So it is up to you to take your own belief system, what you take pride in, what you believe in yourself, and to push that forward. People aren't going to believe what you believe in, and that is okay. But there needs to be a respect ground met. Otherwise, this will not work out in anyone's favour. There will be some sort of conflict where lines will be drawn and either side will not be happy with the outcome. War is imminent here. There is a lot of battling and fighting going on with countries and governments. It is in a chaotic stage where no one really knows who's in power or who's in charge or what is doing. People are being manipulated in our governments and in the world. For things will be revealed come past August into September, and October will be a big revealing of a big manipulator that's going to come out of the shadows and out to play. Okay, so let's see. Let's do 4 cards. Have a look here. Let's have a look to see what's coming up for you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So pick a card and I will give you a reading for the card. So pick a card for how you're going to go in the week, and I will... This is card number 1. This card here, it is, I feel like this card is about paying attention to your dreams. It's also intuition, opening up. There's a new thing emerging. Emotions are running high, but it's like you need time out. You need to sleep, it's almost like you need a little vacation or just some relaxing time too for yourself. But I feel like your dreams are going to be very, very important to you, and you'll take notice of your intuition is heightened this week with this card. And I kind of feel like there's something about having to stay silent or being put in a situation where silence may be something coming up here. 2. Card number 2, which is this card here. Ooh. Whenever I see this card in relationship, I say it's 3 is a crowd. But this card here for you, I feel like it is about having fun. It is about going out, doing what you want. You are divinely guided this week. Spirit's with you. They're talking to you. They're giving you the signs that you need to move forward. It is about having that trust in someone. Like you need to have that trust in another person to go forward with. It's like you're trying to find your tribe. You have found it, but there's 2 people around you who's very loyal, who are there for you through thick and thin. And I feel like those are the people you need to surround yourself with this week to move forward. Then we've got card number 3. This card here. This card, movement. So in this card here, it's about moving on to new things, whether it be a new job, new house, perhaps new career, something new coming in, or moving from where you are. It's about getting rid of the old, embracing the new, looking at challenges and speed humps and going through them and facing these challenges up with just saying, here I am and I'm going to deal with them. It is not a card for holding back. It is not a card for hiding away. It is just about simply moving forward for where you need to go. And things it's moving quite fast. There's also here like different knowledge coming out, or people meeting around. It's like American Indians. I can see American Indians in this card actually. I feel like it's like some sort of knowledge, or maybe going on some sort of like journey this week, of some sort of spiritual awakening journey, knowledge coming in to divine intuition as well. Card number 4, which is this card here. So this card here, it is about surrendering. This card is about surrender. Just what comes in, comes in. You're leaving the world and destiny up to whatever's going to happen to you. You're not being scared. You're not being overridden by anything, but you're being more open, and you're just surrendering to the universe to bring in what is meant to come in for you. And you're letting yourself being guided. You're receiving the gifts that you need to receive this week, and you're open to every opportunity that's going to come into you for this card. Okay. So thank you again. I'm so happy and excited to reach the over 600 mark. As soon as I can get out the predictions for Europe, I will be getting them out there to you, hopefully within this week. And if there's a video you want me to cover, please put it in, another one. I have got some requests which I will be working on as well. But yeah, just thank you for your support, and let's make it on. Hopefully I can get more audience, but I'm just happy that I can reach so many of you, and I've gotten this far. It's a big achievement for me. But thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the likes, subscribes, and your comments. And I will see you for my next video. Have a good week, and bye for now.